Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another Stormworks video and welcome to episode 34 of our classic career survival series. In today's episode, we are going to add a few smaller upgrades to our amphibious rescue truck here, including an automatic generator starter, so hopefully we don't waste as much fuel as we have been. Now at the moment, we don't actually have any fuel in our hangar here, so we'll have to spawn in our Unimog and go and grab some from our train yard and transport it back here. But anyways guys, as always, I hope you'll enjoy. Let's get started. Alrighty guys, here is our Unimog right here. So we're going to take this thing down and put some fuel in this trailer and bring it back. That's the plan anyway. So let's turn on that connector, connect up the cable, boom boom, and turn that on too. Very good. So now I'll just quickly show you, at our hangar here we have 0 litres of diesel. And all the way down here, what do we got? Nearly 33,000 litres actually. Whew, that's pretty good, not too bad at all. Just got to remember we've got to take this right here, otherwise we'll end up down there. But that's a-okay. So let's jump inside, open up the door, jump in our seat and get moving, shut that. Nice. I think we definitely have plenty of battery to get down there and back. Although, what we could probably do to make it easier for us, we could respawn this down there in the train yard and put a fluid spawner in the tank here. That might be a better idea rather than pump it all in. That'd be much easier. Anyway, I'll see you when we get there. Okay, so we've just gone past the hospital and I believe our train yard, yep, there it is here, around the corner. Very good. So we'll come down here and we're going to drive in very carefully, try not to hit anything if we can help it, and respawn it in there with a fluid spawner in the back here. That'll be a lot easier than pumping it. So we'll do that. Let's come around. Yes, big old turn. Yeah, nice and careful. And try and get the trailer to clear everything. And we'll be a-okay. Whoa, okay. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, be close to that pole. That's right. And we'll park right here. Very good. All right, so let's take this thing back and spawn in another one with a fluid spawner. So we'll just grab one of these fluid spawners and we'll go into our trailer and we'll just chuck it right there. That'll be a-okay. And we might just put that down to maybe 50%-ish. That will be all right, hopefully. We'll spawn that in and see what's in here now. Oh, look, it must be heavy. What do we got going now? 13,700. Okay. That is, yeah, plenty. That's all right. And we got another 19,000 in here. Okay, that's good. Actually, that's really good. So that way we have plenty of fuel to get back home whatever way we choose to get back. So we'll connect up the cable, turn that on. Cable on there and push that button. Very good. That is quite heavy now. Those tires are sinking in the ground. That's all right. And the back of the Unimog's weighed down a fair bit. That's all right. We'll open up our door and we're going to head back there now. So forwards. Yep, it's pretty heavy, but that's all right. We should be all good to do it. Come around this way. And we're going to go back up and past that hospital. We could have bought some more fuel, but we do have like quite a bit here. That is way more than enough fuel we'll need to get home. Also, I still haven't decided on how we're going to get back, so if any of you guys have any ideas, I was thinking building either like some sort of turboprop plane with like a jet engine in it, or we could train back or take a helicopter. I don't know, up to you guys, let me know what you want to see, but otherwise, I will see you when we get back to the hangar. Okay, we're just coming back to our hangar now. We're just going to go past our little boat dock there. When we get back, we might have a quick snooze as well, and then we'll start working on our rescue truck. So we'll come down through here, very careful. We haven't had any accidents, which is nice. The trailer's kind of rocking around a fair bit though, like the tires, I'll show you what I mean. You can sort of see it a bit easier on flat surface, just kind of leans heaps onto one side. It's doing it now. I don't know if you can sort of tell or not, but it's not really a problem. It's still towing all right, but that's okay. Oh, it's struggling to get up this hill. Oh, dearie me, come on, you can do it. Went down to 19 k's an hour then. That's all right. Okay, we're just about here now. So what we'll do, we'll jump in the back, have a snooze, then take this thing back, and then we'll get our rescue truck out. So we'll just take a big old right into the hangar here. Yeah, slow down, please. Whoa. This is very heavy on the back here. And we'll pull in right here into the edit zone. Very nice. And we'll have a quick snooze, and I'll see you all in the morning. Alrighty, so we've got our rescue truck back out. Now, the first thing I wanted to start with was adding a fuel gauge. So we might put that right here behind the steering wheel. Is probably a good idea. Good a spot as any. We'll put that right there. And we've got to connect that up to a little bit of power also. We'll just go in between those two. That'll be fine. And we'll label this one here. Can I get to it? And it will be fuel. So fuel, just like so. And we'll go 0 and make it display a maximum of 1,000. I don't really know what it holds, to be honest, but that's all right. We'll go back to logic and we've got to connect that up to a fuel tank. So we could pick any tank. What do we got? Tank content, tank pressure. I think the content's the one that we want there. Very good. What we also might do is lower the RPS on the generator engine as well. So maybe if we max that out at 26, I don't really want it to overheat. So maybe we'll go 26. That would be all right. Now, I have this auto generator controller here, which we might try and use. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to chuck it on the roof for now. We'll make sure it all works. So we've got 3 things to hook up. We've got battery level. So we'll just go and steal that from a battery there. And then we have our engine throttle. So I assume that just goes to the controller. Yeah, okay, that means we can get rid of our throttle up here then, doesn't it? Okay. And then the last one we got is the engine starter itself, so that will go down to there. So that means the start button isn't going to do anything anymore, is that correct? Yeah, well, it's still connected up to a few other things, isn't it? So what is that? Oh, the pumps and everything for the engine. Okay, well, we might still have that one active then, I suppose. We might just leave it so that can just be changed. It's not even named at all. We might go engine pumps. We might just have that on a separate switch. That is all completely wrong. That looks a little bit more tidy. So we'll leave it just like that. This throttle can be gone, I suppose. We don't need it anymore. We should really have a separate switch so we can turn it on without it coming on automatically as well. But I think it'll be fine. I'm not really too worried about it. Now, what can we change in here? Full throttle, because it'll stop at 1 and it will start at, let's go with 80%. Or what about 70%? 70. Okay, what if the generator turns on at 70%? Charges it up to full, and then it will drain and keep doing that cycle. So we suppose we can go and test if that works. I guess let's spawn it in. Where is it? There it is. So we still got plenty of fuel here. 11,000 litres. Nice. All right, so let's go jump inside, and we'll go and see if this works. It should do. I don't see why it wouldn't. So we'll come up here. Whoop, jump over it apparently. Jump inside. Very good. And we'll jump in our seat. Now let's go forwards. We've got to keep an eye on our battery. So if we just go for a little drive, what if we try and drain it as much as we can? Turn on those rear props. Turn on, we'll just drive full throttle all the time. See if we can get this down to 70% and make sure the generator kicks in. Alrighty, so we're getting very close now to 70% of battery. So what we might do, we might turn around and just in case something doesn't work, so we can get back home. I've just been doing laps up and down for a while. Oh, it's kicking in now. There it is. Nice. Alright, okay, I don't know what it's doing. It's kind of spazzing out a little bit. Let's turn off those rear props. What is going on? Okay, it's not working properly at all. I don't know why it's flickering so much. Okay, it's using a bit of fuel. Like the engine's on. I don't know what's going on though. Can we stop here for a sec? Let's see if we can see what RPS is doing. Why is it doing that? Why is it flickering so much, man? Far out, it's all over the place. I can't even see. Oh, yeah, there, no, can't get in there. Let's take this back and see if we can fix this problem.
A few moments later.
Alrighty guys, I think I finally got it sorted. This has taken me well over an hour to get this working. But let's go in here and I'll quickly show you. Oh, it's going to turn on at 90% as well just for the test. So let's go into here. Now, it had a few other bits and pieces. It had this push to toggle. It had another little controller thing sitting here. And I believe it was set up to be working with the preset engines rather than a modular one. So it kept cutting out and whatnot. But anyway, we'll see if this works now. We'll just go back. It's going to turn on 90% just for the test sake. And then we'll come back and change it to maybe 70 or 80% afterwards. But let's go and jump aboard, turn this thing on and get the battery draining. And we'll make sure it all works. And we'll come back and do the workbench. So we'll open up our little hatch. We also need to hide that controller. And then we'll jump into our seats and let's go handbrake on. We're going to go full rear props and full throttle. Get this battery draining nice and quick. So we'll give this just a second to get down to 90% and see if the generator kicks in. All right, very close. It should kick in any second from now. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Yes, finally, for goodness sake. Now let's turn everything off and let it recharge. And then we're going to drain it again and see if the generator turns off. And then we'll turn back on just to make sure it all works properly. So I'll give this a second again. All right, so it should be turning off. And there it goes. Very good. Nice. I don't think we need to test it anymore. I think it'll be fine. Let's take it back to the workbench. Now we've got to hide this little controller, don't we? So let's grab it. There we go. Very good. We'll move it and we'll chuck it downstairs in that little controller room we've got. So we'll just move it over a little bit more and come down. Yes, very good. And over against the wall there. Perfect. We'll paste that in and we'll merge that all together. Very good. Now we'll quickly change when it turns on. Maybe we might go 75%, so we'll let it drain a quarter, then it's got to turn back on and charge up again. That should be a-okay. So I think this thing is now 100% finished and ready to go. I'm pretty happy with it how it is now. So let's spawn this thing in. So next episode, I would like to start building our vehicle that's going to take us all the way back down to our mainland down here. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I might put a poll up, actually, it might be the best way to do it, of a few little options that we could do, so that should be pretty exciting. But anyway, guys, a bit of a shorter video today, but sorry about that, but we have this thing all ready to go, and we are now ready to head back home, which is really good. But for now, guys, I'd like to say thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you all in the next one.